Well, how's it going, my YouTube neighbors, my horror fans, Dexter fans? Thank you for joining me to hang out for a while. I know I'm late to the game on this, but I still want to just make a fun video and honestly just get some thoughts out there. Probably nothing groundbreaking, but hey, it's just all about having fun, right? So yeah, I just wanted to talk about Dexter. I want to say, unfortunately, I'm in a new studio, so you're gonna hear some traffic. I'm closer to a road until I can get this place fucking soundproofed and everything. Yeah, that's just going to be an issue while I'm talking sometimes. I'll try and cut it out as much as I can, but it's gonna, you'll hear it. That being said, let's talk some Dexter. So I was a little apprehensive about going into this series. Wanted it, hoping for the best, of course. I love the first, I'd say 5 seasons of Dexter, the original show. Didn't love the way that they left it off with New Blood. So let's just go into it. Let's go into the positives and the negatives and everything in between. I think my favorite thing overall, honesty, was Harry's story and Christian Slater's interpretation of Harry. I think this is almost, there are ways that I like this Harry more than our other Harry. I like getting to see the real man and exploring a little more, just really getting to kind of be on his shoulder and see more of who he actually is. And honestly, it's kind of made me realize more that Harry's a monster. Dexter's a monster for sure, but it's like, it really kind of makes me realize how much of a real, just not good guy Harry is. And I like that. I like that even and it makes sense, I don't think we were ever meant to think that Harry was like the greatest person ever, but after this I kind of just really realized that Harry just makes all the worst decisions anybody could make. So I really liked getting to see a little more of just his emotion. I liked that we got to see a little more of him with the boys, and it does make sense. It makes a little more sense as to why he would feel the need to adopt Dexter and why he would have all this guilt and stuff. So I dug that. I thought that was very cool. Also, it's been a minute, so his name is blanking. But the actor that plays Dexter, the younger version of Dexter, very cool. He does a good job. A little heavy on some of the mannerisms and stuff, and I guess it makes sense because Dexter's younger, so he would have a higher metabolism, and he's wanting to eat, and the killing and all that is making him. So I have to imagine for Dexter, it'd be like someone his age being into a sport, and they're driven, so they're hungry all the time. I get that. A little heavy on it though for me. But he does good. It's fun. I think there are times where I accept him as Dexter, and I'll happily watch him through another season. Also, the vibe and just the music that I feel like we missed a lot in New Blood. I love the culture of Miami, and it feels like Miami is as important to Dexter as to the show as really anything else. It's so engraved in the DNA of the show. So I really liked getting back to hearing the music and the nightlife and the streets of Miami. It felt like Dexter. It felt like old school Dexter back when I was watching it in high school. So I love that. It felt right. Felt good. The new set of cast, I'll just say as a positive that I have for them, nobody does anything offensive as far as their characters or their portrayal of the characters. I'm not angry with anybody, everyone's fine. All the acting seems pretty decent, a little bit caricature, but it's, they're doing a younger version of characters and dressing up like them and stuff. So that's gonna just kind of be a given, but the acting is fine. And then just the progression of getting to see Dexter kind of learn things and everything. I dug what this series decided to focus on a little bit, as far as Dexter learning how to kill and all that. And that being said, there are some negatives that I have with this show. So let's start off with Deb. I did not enjoy Deborah at all in this series. I felt like all she did was complain. She just complained about the boys being like, or them having their little secret talks. She just complained about her friend. They just gave her a boyfriend. Like, I was worried back when I made a video on like when this show came out, I was worried that they weren't going to really have anything to do with Deb, because at this point, Deborah's just a teenager. And yeah, Deborah's just a teenager. So like, that's basically what they did. She had a boyfriend. She had a friend that she lost, and I hated her friend. I gotta say that. Fred bugged the fuck out of me. Just the whole situation. It was like Dexter's not even replying to anything. She's like, I got you a girlfriend and everything. It's like the weirdest way to fucking do that. Like, nobody asked. And just crying about their mom, and I get it. Like, and the mom stuff's fine. Like, you know, you gotta have that and all that. It's just, I kind of wish that we would have started the series. I feel like everything she went through could have just happened in a couple episodes, including like her boyfriend. Like, there's some weird thing with her boyfriend that we don't even really know. Was he a character that I just don't remember or something? Is he like an Easter egg? Because I didn't like her boyfriend. I didn't like any of that. And it just seems like it all led to a point where Dexter could find Deborah, and now they have a moment where they're kind of the only ones that they can lean on. And it feels like we go through all like this really stretched out kind of like B and C stories with Deborah that don't really have like this huge payoff thing. It would have made sense to me if like it led to Dexter having to save Deborah in some way, but it's like he just finds her. He just shows up. And then even the whole thing with like the friendship where it's like Deborah sticks up for her brother for the first time, and that causes a beef between really petty B. And I get that it's a high school, but it's like, dude, I don't know, maybe I'm just getting older and I just can't stand the high school shit as much anymore. But her friend is just unbearable, dude. Like, and then the fact that it just got resolved like that, like, what the fuck? Like, I don't want to see any more of that fucking friend at all. Yeah, there's no point in spending any more time on that person. I wish that they would have kind of just started off Deborah earlier in like military school. Like, she gets kicked out of school early. She has to go to like the military school or some shit, or the academy, or like she's already on that path. I was a little bummed that we ended the series with her on the path of becoming a cop. I was, damn, dude, like, really? We had to have a season of her in high school before we could see her like training and shit and actually having something to really do? That's okay, weird, because it doesn't seem like it really paid off for me. So yeah, okay, that's enough time complaining about Deborah. I know I said like everybody did a fine job acting as the characters, but it was also just not what I was kind of afraid of that they were going to do before they showed anything with this series. Because they do just kind of seem a little cartoony. You know, Masuka just fucking all at her. Like, dude, like, listen to the last one. Am I the only one that hears it? Because it sounded extra, like, almost evil. His last laugh that he does in the series when he walks away from Dexter is, like, legit, like, kind of creepy sounding. I don't know. And there's time, yeah, it's just fucking weird. But, the acting didn't bother me. I can deal with the characters and everything. But the one thing that did kind of bother me by the end of the series was I wish that they would have focused on those characters more. Like, I don't feel like those characters really served the story much, or served Dexter learning to be a person. Even these moments where he has with Angel and stuff, I just don't feel like it's anything that is like the spark to their friendship. I don't know, maybe I'm forgetting pivotal moments. I went through the series a couple times, but maybe I'm forgetting something. Let me know if I am, or let me know if there was a moment that really stuck to you that was something that you felt like this makes sense for later in the season or in the series when a certain moment happens between them. Like maybe I'm forgetting something. I just don't feel like this series thickened Dexter's relationship with Angel or Masuka or anybody. I don't feel like they were really, their characters had any new qualities to add. And maybe I'm just being harsh on it. Maybe that's just not, it's probably my a little more of what I expected, because if we're bringing these characters back, I kind of thought they would also have certain character like plots. You know what I mean? Because in the original series, you had Angel dealing with some stuff, and he's got some bad habits and shit too. So and I don't know. Maybe I'll say this: LaGuerta, the actress that plays LaGuerta, she, I think, was the best fucking cast, because there were times where I would even, like, the second time going around it or going through the series, if I had walked away or something, I was just hearing her. She had the mannerisms on point. She looked the right. She looked the role, and there were times where I just heard LaGuerta, and I was like, it hit me where I was like, oh, that's good, and it wasn't too over the top. It was subtle, so I really liked her performance. Okay, now let's talk about the killers a little bit. The killer, sorry. One, it was very, I don't really like that they did a who is it kind of thing. Like, they kind of kept the killer a mystery. That feels a little weird to me, because then it automatically makes me go, okay, who is it? It's somebody. It's got to be somebody that we're watching, because otherwise what's the point of making it a mystery? And the fact that it just looked like that dude, I went, it's that dude. Or they're trying to pull a red herring and it's that dude, and it's her, and they just want us to think it's him, or it's both of them. Like, those really the only options. And as soon as those are the only options, I'm just like, okay, so it's just most likely him. I don't know. It just felt a little repetitive, and I wish by the end of it, with Dexter having a face-off, that was cool. But I just don't feel like I got enough out of a new killer. He's not like a killer that I'm gonna really, I don't put in the top of the killers to me, like in the top 5. He doesn't break the top 5 for me. The actor was fine. He did a fine job. I did like, I'll say this, like the moment, like, we know he's the killer, and then his performance of, like, really trying to act like he's not, and freaking out, and even getting another cop shot and all that. Oh yeah, let's get into that. That was good. I liked that we were seeing it, but I thought Dexter was going to learn from him. I thought he was going to learn that, like, oh, this is how you fucking do it. Like, and I mean, it kind of did. We heard, like, a full commitment and all that. I feel like Dexter could have really, like, adopted some traits that this guy had, because he was obviously pretty fucking good at not acting like a fucking psychopath. So, and again, maybe I missed some subtle hints of dialogue. There was, I feel like, more opportunities with that. Oh yeah, okay, so let's get into the cop that got shot. That's something that I feel like it should have been Angel that got shot or something. And that's the moment that, like, kind of makes Dexter want to avenge Angel, and then we get more of I don't even remember the cop's name that got shot. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, I don't even remember the cop in the whole fucking series until he got shot. So to me, it's just a weird decision. I could have made it one of the characters we already know and we're kind of connected to. We know that they're not going to die, but it gives it kind of builds, like, that first moment where Dexter kind of does something for someone in the department, somebody that we've also watched. I think the last thing that really kind of bugged me was the fact that it felt like they were trying to kind of change Dexter's motive a little bit. Like, I specifically remember a moment where they said, like, Dexter's inner monologue said something like, the moment I realized I had to do what I do is because some people deserve to live. And I just don't like the hero mentality at all with that's never been the fucking drive. It's always been that he will literally kill innocent people and snap. Like, he'll kill someone or something if he cannot fucking kill these bad guys, these killers. Like, he's channeling an unstoppable force. So this like sense of moral code of like, he's doing it, he feels almost a responsibility to do it so other people can live. I didn't like that line. There was a line that I just really didn't like, and it feels like they're kind of trying to arrange Dexter's motivations a little bit. And it's like, I want a Dexter that is not motivated by good, but because he's a fucking psychopath. So yeah, I didn't really care for that. Oh yeah, the whole Brian thing. It was fine, but all I feel like I got out of it was knowing that Brian and Harry actually had some sort of a relationship, if you want to call it that. But other than that, it just felt, I feel like a lot of the shit with that, and then having LaGuerta hear, like, kind of side eye some stuff and then have to be told and all that, like, it feels like you're playing with fire on the edge of a cliff, and only the fans are gonna be the ones that get burned and fall, because like you're very close to like fucking retconning or fucking with shit from the first season, and the first season is, I think, one of the best seasons. So it's like, don't fuck with that. Don't fuck around, man, you know? So I don't know, it just felt unnecessary, and that's how, unfortunately, a lot of this show kind of felt. Like, a lot of the things in this, I was just like, why are we doing that? Even like the beginning, right? Like, we have to, I get that we open it, and the beginning's cool, showing Dexter fucking, you know, in the hospital, and we get it that he's awake. Fucking dude's a fucking cockroach, and I like that. But I kind of wish that we would have ended with something. I thought we were going to end it with him waking up. You know what I mean? Like, we were going to see his eyes fucking open. But I don't know, man. I'm very curious as to where they're going to take this. If this is going to, I think it'd be kind of cool if we got a season where it's kind of jumping back and forth. I thought it might have done that. I was thinking maybe that's where this is going, where we'll kind of maybe like in the middle of the monologue, Dexter fucking flatlines or something, has to get brought back or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just fucking me. I'll say this. I think this show will bring on new watchers and viewers. I think they did enough where a younger audience will like this, and I think they'll want more. I just hope that they don't destroy what the older fans loved to try to just redo things and for a new audience. Always have what we have, but still, it's like, I want to enjoy this stuff too. And for the most part, I am. It just, there's a lot of it where I'm like, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? I don't know. I guess for me, I'm more excited for Resurrection. I'm excited to see what they do with that. So I guess we'll just have to see. But overall, I think this show is good for the Dexter community and for Showtime and for us. I will probably go through the series again if I go, I'll go through it when I go through Dexter next time. So overall, I had fun. What'd you guys think? Did you like this series? Did you hate this series? Are you just fucking over Dexter altogether and you think they should just put it away? Let me know. I'm excited to hear what people think. I know I'm late with this one, but hey, still want to get it out. Also, thank you for anybody who has stayed subscribed. It's been a long time since I put out a video, so I really do appreciate that. It's fucking awesome of you. And thank you for anybody that's watching. Thank you for anybody that likes these videos. Like, and I don't mean just clicking like, but actually enjoys them. And yeah, I'm putting out more stuff soon. I've just had to get, moved, had to get everything going. So thank you, my YouTube neighbors, my horror fans, my Dexter fans, and till next time.